Hello. Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this amazing reading for Oprah Winfrey and Whitney Houston. Okay, so one of the subbies was like, "Can you read on them two?" And honestly, I got to keep my ear to the ground because honestly, I did not know. I did not know that Whitney Houston had made or had took jabs at Whitney Houston in regards to saying that, one time, I guess, when she was doing her show, her being Oprah, that Whitney came and she was under the influence of something and she had begged the audience to, not to share this, not to share what they had seen. That's what Subby said. And I actually, this time, no lie, I was like, let me find out if this is true before I, try to speak to Whitney Houston energetically. Okay. And once I got the green light, I was like, okay, well, let us get into it. One thing that did come up too is, okay, so anybody who reads on Whitney and she really lets you in, she don't play. She throws jabs. You swing, she punch. Okay. So that's how I knew I was connecting, because I was like, she was like, you better lay low. Like, Whitney, for real. Whitney said, for real. Whitney said, for real, Oprah? Because I feel like I didn't pick up as many decks as I thought I was going to, because I feel like she's like, there's still some things that she's doing at play to make sure that if we're exposing, let's expose kind of energy in regards to Oprah. And I've done several readings on Oprah, so y'all go check those out. But that was like, don't pull out too many, because I'm still working on her own behalf. Whitney's the kind of energy that will have justice. Justice will prevail. I'm seeing Libra. There will be the hit of the gavel when it comes to what Oprah said. Why she said it, when she said it, how she said it, that ain't my business. It's not my problem. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it is not. Okay, you have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Again, disclaimer, because somebody was like, yeah, I heard what you said before. It's called a disclaimer. Anyway, boo boo, it's no tea. It's no shade. This reading is for entertainment and spiritual discussion purposes only. These are alleged energies, intuitive impressions, and symbolic interpretations based on what? Tarot. This is not stated as factual reporting, and viewers should use their discernment. Remember, I don't throw shade, but I do shed light. So let's just go ahead and get into Whitney's energetic energy in regards to Oprah, and Oprah saying what she said when she said how she said it. Okay. She said, ease on down the road, Oprah. She said, this is a one-horse town, and I think you better do something that's safe. Okay? Do something that is going to be safe for you energetically and allegedly. Okay? Listen, the thing about it, when people cross over into the spiritual realm, a lot of people believe that the energy has died. No, it has not. Okay? There's a lot of research and study to prove that it doesn't. It just transfers. And a lot of these Holly weirdos, well, if they know ahead of time what's happening, they too transfer their energy. And sometimes, even when they don't know, there's some mad scientists that be transferring their energy too. No tea, no shade. They like, oh, you about to, let's get this XYZ. That's their business, because it's a thing. Not my business, not my problem. But she's acknowledging, Oprah, do something that's going to be safe. Okay? She said there is monotony, small-mindedness. Branch out, move on. Okay, don't come for me, because I will come with a group, with a team, is energetically what I'm picking up on. To overcome this obstacle and return to your place of peace and strength and serenity and resilience. Find you something safe to do. Okay? She said, because you're running around here like a chicken with your head cut off. Chickens are not just like the deeper spiritual meaning around chickens and chicken feet, chicken head, chicken blood, all that stuff. People be doing what they do, how they do when they do it. That's not my business. But she's acknowledging that you play with that stuff. And when you play with fire, you get burned. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The thing about it is, you can manipulate someone's energy, you can siphon energy, but you get what you want on the forefront. Not all the time. Sometimes when people do what they do, when they do how they do it, but on the back end, it kicks your ass. And so she's like, you keep playing with me, honey, you're gonna be running around here like a chicken with your head cut off. Okay? Very busy, overwhelmed, frenzy, deadline, stress, refocus, redo for best results. I think you should leave her alone. I know you should leave her alone. Her energy is very potent right now. Her energy is filled with, and like, the vibration is thick. And this could be because of, oh, dude stepped up out of here too. And so there is this energy of renewal, okay, and rebirth. Leave her alone. Okay, but anyway, she's also acknowledging that the ancestral team is on her side, and it's bubbling at the belly, bubbling at the throat. There's going to be, like, since you want to say what she was doing or wasn't doing, that's your business. She's also acknowledging, okay, well, then let's talk about it. Let's have communication. Let's have truth. Let's have honesty. Let's reveal the text messages, the phone calls. That's the surprising news. That's the gotcha if you really want to go toe for toe. And it feels like, and I picked up on this energy before, I say to the ancestors, I say to the universe, energetically, allegedly. Remember, nothing I say is factual, right? So the other thing is like, our spiritual team is so vibrant right now. Like spirit, when it's about the veil is thin, the veil is no longer, okay? And when they tap into physical beings such as me, you, whoever, and they use them as vessels to communicate, because that is what we are doing. I'm communicating with you with a certain vibration. And if you can pick up what I'm putting down, we're in alignment. If not, that I don't care. Okay? Baby girl, I don't care. But anyway, she's acknowledging this, that what's coming when she do what she do. It's thank you, spirit. I'm saying, Ray J, it's getting ready to pop off. People's gonna be scared. Yeah, she's like, because me and you was not as cool as you trying to say we was, first and foremost. So for you to make a jab like that energetically, she's like, what? We wasn't cool, but now it's solidified. Now, since she said what she said, how you see Oprah? Since she said what she said, it's in the middle of the deck. Since she said what she said, in the middle of the deck, we see her. She sees her as the universe, goddess, source, energy, love for all, understanding. Goddess energy is picking up, and goddess energy is divine. Since she said what she said, there's an energy of righteousness and cleanliness, angelic spirituality, higher self, new beginnings. Okay, so divine energy is coming through with some new beginnings, and they're coming for her title. Coming for her title. Title, expectations, entitlement, tag, label, duty. So it's her duty to do this, but divine energy is coming through to correct this. Position, character, taking ownership, first name, fame, identity, observer, understanding, nurture, attributes, limitations, behavior, roles, gender, roles, organization. So it feels like she was coaxed to do it. Like she had no choice. But divine energy is getting ready to create, have balance. How about that? All right, so Oprah Winfrey and Whitney. How's Whitney feeling about Oprah? Yeah, she said Oprah gonna have a loss. Ooh. Empty promises. There's gonna be distance between her and whoever she was talking to, and this is giving her the green light to do it. Oh, excuse me, Whitney, to do what? You getting the green light to what? Ooh. Okay, so she's getting a green light to, I already told you guys, spiritual energy can use vessels as a partner, and this energy is going to come in as a newcomer for Oprah. Oprah, keep your eyes open, because you're going to have a shortage after this person comes through. After she's able to tap on the proper energy that is going to do work on her behalf, energetically, allegedly, with the intention to wake you up to the reality that anxious sweet. Like, if you want to play the game, you're going to win that prize. She's getting confirmation to have a partner who's going to come in. It's going to be seen as a newcomer to make sure that you have a shortage. A shortage. Yeah, clarify that. to create conflict. That's what you want. Look, rival on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's gonna happen in your blind spot, Bookie Bet. It's gonna return of the Magnus again. Yep. So she can come back and be like, you rang, you called me. Here's gonna be an ending to your business and a transfer of information, also a transfer of energy. Somebody's getting the information. Somebody's getting all that stuff that you was thinking it was deleted, ain't never left, because you played with the wrong one. And Whitney's acknowledging, like, she's not saying that she was a saint, okay? But she said, you didn't need to do that. You drank too? I don't want to tussle. I don't want to fight. How you see your relationship with you and Whitney? I mean, you and Oprah. Okay. Whitney and Oprah. Current energy. Return of the the mountain. So there's an obstacle. There's resistance, obstacles, and or delays. We also are picking up on the number 21. 21 is significant. Spirit saying 23 and the number 3. We do see water acknowledging anxiety, sadness, fear, depression, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Thank you. And transmuting that energy to create the life that you do want. Create the ending that you do want. Create the next course of action that you do desire. We do see trees acknowledging ancestral energy, which also is reminding me of spirit, those who have transferred their energy on. Now this could happen in 21 days, 21 months, or 21 years. Interesting, because when I say 21 years, that makes me feel like next lifetime, but I don't want to tussle. Can you imagine the amount of strength, resilience, and patience required to climb the steep and rocky terrain of Mount Kilimanjaro? The mountain card appears when obstacles arise that you cannot avoid. This is an obstacle that neither of them could avoid. These obstacles, struggles, or delays may be causing you to feel stuck. One or both feel stuck. It will be up to you to find a way to climb and overcome this challenging mountain. Don't stop until you reach the top. Sure, there will be hurdles and bad weather, but you were built to withstand the climb and ascend to a place of peace. Interesting. Do you want peace or do you want power? I ask you guys that often. We must always remember that it is our challenges and hard times that eventually force us to elevate ourselves. As a whole, the mountain of the problem may seem overwhelming at first, but if you just start on the journey, you will be able to overcome this obstacle step by step. Okay, so in regards to this situation, their relationship is filled with stagnancy. And it's time for one or both to examine their mountains and to determine if this is worth climbing, to make a firm decision towards the top, or if they are just going to choose to stay stuck, which means that this will be a karmic relationship, a karmic loop, a karmic cycle, a karmic bond, and that they will see each other again next lifetime. The choice is theirs. Boom. Okay? It's like this and like that and like this and okay, so anyway. Oprah, girl, what you done now? Anyway, Whitney, so you said in between the sheets, thank you, Spirit. You also said that you and her both know what's good, okay? Thank you. Birds of a feather flock together. So what is Oprah trying to keep a secret that you about to expose on that ass? That she's a spiritual hater. She hates on spirituality, light, magic, and power. That she's unfazed. Look at the eyes. And that she's hooked. Ooh. On who, on what, on when. Always talking shit. And she says that she is clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up. There's child neglect, bad parenting, scared of child, hates a parent. And that she's always partying. And this is on record. And there's screenshots, evidence, proof, and facts that she's a groupie. She tried to dust it off, but she's really lonely and she's fed up. So she's trying to leave. Says she has the facts, but always making shit up. She is haunted and she's a boss bitch. Okay. Ooh, look at that. You better. What else is she? Oh, thank you. What else is she trying to hide? Well, she says she got caught up. There's evidence of getting caught cheating. And this is outdated information, but it is on a device. It is on something that could definitely be brought to the surface. And she says it has to do with this love story at once at a time. This is contracts you see, contracts you don't see. Okay. And she's trying to center herself and align herself because she don't want that mess to come out, do she? Nope. She's always attracting moths to the flame. She's promiscuous, sleeps around a hoe, free for all, sleeps with your man. She's protecting herself and needing to keep herself from the family, karmic family. She's trying to ride out that storm, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because she knows. What else when it comes to Oprah? On the surface, she's trying to stay positive and work hard and make shit happen. But someone's getting a tarot reading on her because there's foul play and she's deleting. Her feelings are deleting. In the middle of the deck, she's like, I'm self-employed. I'm the big boss. But she's got some big dick energy, and she's got mad hoes, and she got out the mud, but she got out the mud with what? Spell work. And she got a little fling ting that she don't want nobody to know. I don't want to tussle. You keep talking about a relationship, sweetheart. Is it y'all's relationship? Look, Whitney, don't start. Don't start. In between the sheets. I don't want to play. I don't want to play with y'all. They could be like, what are you talking about, Neo? Shit. Some of y'all be cracking me up that your spiritual team don't ride. They be like, I ain't never heard that before. Okay. And what? Anyway, the lens of distortion, the lie. So when it comes to these two, hypervigilance, code breaking. Somebody broke the code. Healthy love is legible. If you need a committee of friends to decode a text, the answer is no. Period. Okay? If you got to have a whole bunch of people to try to figure out what's this, what's that, then the answer is no. The answer is it really wasn't what it was given. It ain't given what it was supposed to give. Okay, so confusion is a form of closure. Stop asking for clarity you already have. Oprah, leave her alone. Leave well enough alone. You ain't need to bring this woman up. The distortion, the lens of distortion, again, the lie. So in both, she's saying you're lying. Look, this is a whole lie detector test. You're lying. You trying to read more into something that did not and has not existed. Okay, cool. So biological trickery. Okay. Anxiety is noise. Intuition is clarity. You anxious, Oprah? Anxiety is noise. Intuition is clarity. Trauma recognition can feel like soulmates. Trauma bonding. Y'all trauma bonded? Stable love is often boring at first. Beware the roller coaster. So y'all was cool and now it's a roller coaster. I don't want to tussle. Girl, don't make me get that deck out. I don't want to, Oprah. I don't want to do it. Because she like, baby, you can get that deck out and we can read down. I need Messy Boots to stay right over there. Right over there. Okay. You and Oprah. You and Oprah. You and Oprah with me. Yeah, she's like 8 of Swords. Trapped, hopeless, defeated. There's mental illness, fearful, negative attitude, and self-induced imprisonment. And the Magician is at play, meaning that someone was playing with someone else's energy. Okay. To be influential, to cast spells, psychic powers. But that's all right, because in the middle of the deck, there is going to be a laying of foundation. This energy is grounded. This energy is like, you know what? You did you. Now let me develop my plan. Let me groom this whole situation for success. Come through, Whitney. She said, let me fix this, okay? And she said, after I fix it, I'm going to walk the way. All right? She's going to leave this alone. She's disappointed, but she's going to let it go after she fixes it. Okay, you rang. All right. How else does Whitney feel about Oprah in regards to what she said? Oh, she said she's okay. She said, I'm going to take a stand. She said, I'm going to be resourceful. I'm going to be assertive. I'm going to be forceful. Okay, I'm going to get her together. She said, because she's a fool. She's reckless, unprepared, inexperienced, a risk taker. And she also said with the 4 of Swords, she's overwhelmed, fearful, stressed, and anxious. And she needs to rest. She needs some hospitalization. She said she's going to get you together. Okay? She said, Oprah, that little move that you made, you know, taking a stance, you know, okay, cool. She said, me too. And who going to be the fool? Okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, she said she is going to fix this situation. She's a healer. She's successful. She's well known. Okay? Okay? With the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. And what's next for Oprah in regards to what she said about Whitney? Temperance, balance, restoration, replenish, patience, rejuvenation, calm, and diligence. What else is next is the 3 of Pentacles. There's subconsciously some partnering and collaborating and hard-working energy coming her way. So have balance, because there's some people coming up. They're going to be working hard in regards to Oprah. Have balance. Get your emotions together, intact, because she is working. She is coming together with energy, with physical bodies, with vessels. And this is going to happen fast. Okay? This is going to happen fast. And you need, you know, Oprah, with the 8 of Wands and the Star card, you just need to be hopeful. You know? But she's hopeful too. She is making sure that her manifestation is clear and is coming to fruition. So just be strong, Bookie. Just be strong. There's healing. And that's the thing about it. It's like, even though this might be down bad, sad, dusty, crusty, musty for Oprah, it's healing energy for Whitney Houston. Yeah. So that she can have new beginnings, new passion, new excitements, birth. So this can be done. And she can give birth to something new. You know what I'm saying? She's like, this chapter is going to end. And when I say it's going to end well, she's like, it's going to come to an end. It's going to come to an end. And with the Ten of Swords, because there's bitterness, failure, enemies, curses, and it's a dead end to the violence and the physical and spiritual attack. Okay? Calling her up, pulling up her quote unquote past. She said that was not all true. Okay? She's, I don't know why you try to spin that one. That narrative. There will be an ending to this. You better lay low. Y'all call me back.